any discussion of race relations or ethnic relations must begin by distinguishing between race and ethnicity. And in this respect, I think one of our local scholars, I should say one of our Caribbean scholars, namely M.G. Smith, has made a significant contribution by alerting his colleagues and writers in the field on the differences between race relations and ethnic relations. And I think it is important to understand the differences and their implications if we are to understand race relations over the years and in contemporary Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Barbados, and elsewhere. To begin with race relations. How do we distinguish races? That in fact was the preoccupation of the early biologists. But that preoccupation also went back to the anthropologists. And the anthropologists were particularly concerned with the nature of social organization throughout the world. So that race relations, ethnic relations, are intimately bound up with social organization, namely tribal organization. I wouldn't detain you too long because this is not a lecture on anthropology, but by tribal organization, one means a particular kind of organization which sees the world in terms of my group and your group. In most countries in the world, because that is how the world evolved, were divided at some point in time, more or less, on tribal lines. And even today, you will hear talk of tribal politics or tribal responses in places like what is to be called the United Kingdom, but which in fact was divided by what we would call today racial perceptions as between Scots, English, Welsh, and Irish.